Well, with the property sector in crisis, Guangzhou is the first major city to take significant steps to try and make it easier to buy homes.
We're seeing a whole range of incentives from local governments in cities to, loosen the definition of who's a first-time buyer, who can get an easier mortgage. We're seeing little tweaks to interest rates, nothing very dramatic. All of these measures, we expect to see them continue. But the problem is making it easier to buy an apartment only works if people are of a mind to buy in the first place. And if they're actually too scared to enter the housing market, then these measures look like too little to really address the core problems.
So what other measures do you think might be introduced, and will cities such as Beijing, Shanghai and Shenzhen follow suit?
I think the housing market is a really painful problem for the government, because one of the reasons that things are now slowing down so fast is the government saw a real problem, which was a very bubble-like housing market driven by a tremendous amount of debt. And they started to make it harder for those giant property developers to just go back and back to the banks time and again to borrow more money. And it wouldn't be a particularly smart idea to reopen the taps and reinflate that bubble. But in the meantime, if you're looking at other indicators like rising youth unemployment, the government, instead of addressing this by really driving business confidence, has done things like simply stopped publishing the youth unemployment numbers and has been scolding analysts and bankers to only report good news and stop talking down the economy. So it looks like a party that is starting to see China's miracle economy really sputter in ways we haven't seen for some time, and it's responding with a kind of heavy hand of censorship and scolding rather than the kind of measures that might actually encourage households to go out and invest in the future.